take my hands with you, so you can carve me up some more. Dole me out until your feet get sore, then take mine to make them new, so we can see this project through. Give my bones back to the land. I know my dad would understand, and take my lungs to all my friends. In between mental scenes, unreserved, underworld. Take my brother, half my heart. He's gonna need it to get to where you are. The other half might seem worse for wear. Leave it for every girl who left a mark there. And take my eyes to my mom, she loved me since birth. So she might finally see her beauty and her worth. My oldest brother gets to keep my head, so he can remember the light that he's always had. In between mental scenes, unreserved, underworld. Tell my sister she gets my muscle if she calls. She's always been the strongest of us all. And make sure that my spine goes to the kids, so they learn early to stand against all of the bullshit. In between
You're so amazing. You make me feel so comfortable. Dancing in the moonlight, kissing by the poolside. Cherry popsicles, state lips. I wish we could stay like this. Feels like we're teleported to an island, looking ahead from a different horizon. Stars aligning over the Pacific coast. Perfect timing, getting my dopamine dose. When I put my Moses in the morning, living in the moment. Hard to keep my focus with you in your